We live in times when all too often satire mirrors reality. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's both. Enter the war in Afghanistan. Deadly serious, and yet so damn unserious at the same time. So much heroism, so much valor, so many lives sacrificed at the altar of freedom. I know many of them. I know their widows, I know their parents. The virtuous legacy of Afghanistan belongs to the American warfighter, the trigger pullers. God bless all of them. Then there was the mission. The troops always wondered about that, which is why a recent Duffel blog article, which is satire, think Babylon Bee for the military, it caught my eye. It was actually sent to me by a group of fellow vets, guys that I served with. The fake headline reads, quote, U.S. quietly drops enduring and freedom portions of Operation Enduring Freedom. The satire piece continues. Henceforth, all U.S. military activity in Afghanistan shall be known simply as the operation, read a Department of Defense press release, which went largely unreported by major news outlets. This new mission is better aligned with our country's strategic goals in the region moving forward, of which, honestly, your guess is as good as ours. The statement added that the name The Operation was chosen because it was the only thing, quote, appropriately vague and ridiculous enough to capture the full absurdity of the past 20 years. As I said, when satire mirrors real life. I served in Iraq before I deployed to Afghanistan. Before I left for deployment to Iraq, I had a pessimistic view of the war. Negative headlines were everywhere. We were told it was a quagmire. Instead, after a year of combat, I came home cautiously optimistic. Iraq had some basic fundamentals, a history of central governance, modern infrastructure, a mostly literate and educated population, a real national army, and some semblance of pluralism. And we were killing scores of al-Qaeda and other Islamist thugs. Iraq at least had a chance if we handled it correctly, which we ultimately did not, of course. We were told Iraq was the bad war and Afghanistan the good war. Then I deployed to Afghanistan. I landed at the now deceased Bagram Air Base beaming with optimism and flew out 9 months later realizing the war was already lost. It was 2012. Today I went back and read the letters I wrote home from Afghanistan. It was like reading letters from a guy being slowly mugged by reality. We could surge and conduct counterinsurgency all we wanted. It wasn't going to matter. Afghanistan didn't want freedom, and our commitment wasn't enduring. The operation was doomed to fail. We knew it then, and we know it today. Afghanistan had none of those ingredients I saw in Iraq. It was and is biblical times with AK-47s and cell phones. One of my letters home included this doozy. The lack of education and level of ignorance in Afghanistan is staggering. Literally, only 1 in 10 men who join the Afghan National Army can write his own name, and only slightly more can count. So the guys who can't read and can't count were going to fight off the Taliban and surely manage the sophisticated military equipment we were giving them. Worse, as I wrote about, every Afghan army unit was given more, newer, and better military equipment than the National Guard units in your home state and mine currently have today. For example, when I was in Afghanistan, an Afghan heavy weapons battalion was given 18 brand new 50 caliber machine guns and dozens of smaller caliber heavy weapons and RPGs. I challenge you to walk into any Army National Guard armory in the United States and ask them how many functioning 50 caliber machine guns they have. It won't be many, if any. 10 years ago, we knew much of that equipment was being sold away in Pakistan. Today, it's falling into the hands of the Taliban. Imagine if we equipped ourselves at home instead of equipping illiterate poppy farmers who don't even trust fellow soldiers in their unit. The operation, sadly, in Afghanistan is going to fall apart. It's going to fall apart quickly. As I saw 10 years ago, it was obvious to anyone who wasn't blindly invested that the Taliban maintained and maintains a psychological grip on the country, which isn't even a country. It's all about family, clan, tribe, religion, and region. The Afghan national government is a Western fabrication. 97% of Afghanistan's gross domestic product, their economy, 97% is linked to foreign aid. Their real economy is drugs. It's opium. Outside of their capital city of Kabul, there is no real infrastructure and no education. We built schools and hospitals. And then our Afghan friends stole the furnishings and the Taliban blew them up. Now, some elite and well-trained Afghans will fight, but most can't or won't. The real power has been and remains with the warlords and the Taliban. The headlines each day underscore this. As the Taliban take more and more ground, the border with Pakistan was never even close to being closed, so we fought the war next to a giant safe zone for the enemy on an arbitrary line. Should we keep fighting this? Hell no. Should we learn from it? We'd better. I feel horrible for the Afghan people, especially women and girls. But it's their country now. We stayed too long. Our soldiers did all they could, while our generals and politicians dithered for 2 decades. Our last job is to get our Afghan advisors and interpreters out of there now. Reports out today signal that the Biden administration will announce the start of Operation Allied Refuge, a U.S. Air Force-led airlift to evacuate tens of thousands of our Afghan allies. Let's hope this operation goes better than the last one.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.